Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. Welcome back to my show. I'm Melinda, NailFanatic. For those who didn't know, I'm here to read a little bit of tarot and channel a whole lot for the whole lot of you. Oh, yes, please, and thank you. So, if you're new, welcome to our channel. Every day is new, everything is always new, and we're here to see how that's true. Whew, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me, because everything is always working out for me, and everything is always working out for you. And now we're going to see just how it's true. Everything is always working out for you, because everything is always working out for you. All right. So every time I go live for the daily, you have the opportunity to get in queue for a one card live pull, but there is a requirement since I'm giving my energy here by donation. When you make a request, you have to put your contribution. So it is a $5 or more American dollars super chat required to get in the queue. And that's how I'll know to call on you. So if you want to get in queue, you have until I'm done with the general spread to go ahead and put yourself in the line with a $5 or more, and that is American dollars, please. Super chat, okay? Anything less than that, thank you. Anything over that, thanks a lot. We deserve it. We are worthy and deserving of all our financial blessings, as they are evidence of our service that we are offering, the services, the ones that God put in us to give to y'all. When I got money in my accounts, I know I've been doing what I was put here to do, which is giving my arts and my heart to you, okay? I am shuffling my OG Words of Clarity deck. And why is it my OG? Because this one, I didn't know what I was doing. God was like, make these cards. I thought I was making a tarot deck. They was like, just write these words down and throw it to the side and then get the next one, because we're going to throw you some words. So this is my original first ever Words of Clarity deck. It grew. The longer I've kept it, the more it's grown. So there are a whole bunch of cards in here. You can commission the channeling of your own custom Words of Clarity deck, and your starter, each time you commission one, you can do a starter kit. You can add to your deck as many times as you like, but it's 36 cards for your first order, and then the expansion decks come with even more cards. So that information is on my website, and they want me to pull cards for us today from this. And then they said I could use tarot to clarify it. So let's see what is coming out for us today with accuracy, truth, and clarity. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit, divine truth. Let me see, speak, and hear it. With accuracy, truth, and clarity for our highest, lightest, and brightest good. For our overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Praise the Lord. All the artwork you see is also done by me. If you would like something to be commissioned for you, I do all that too. They want, and so there's the energy of put it out there. People don't know what you got available if you don't put it out there, people. This is important. This is like a channel message for you. Who are you? What am I talking about? Is this your reading? Okay. First card out we have is communicate. What did I say? You got to communicate. You got to let it be known what you got available for folks. They don't just, as much as you like to believe that people just know what you know and they know who you are and what you can do, and this information just downloads right on through. No, honey, that's not always the way it works. You got to communicate. That's why you got this mouthpiece right here to speak your truth. Most of the time, people just using their mouthpiece just to talk shit, run some bullshit, and talk about senselessness. Make it a point that when you open your mouth, there's a purpose with it, they're saying, okay? Effective purpose. That's what they're saying, okay? Make your communications effectively purposeful. Don't waste your words. You have 2 ears to hear twice as much as you speak. So also in this communication, they're saying, remember you're listening. Remember to listen before you speak. 2 ears to hear twice as hard as you speak. We have ignoring, and this is coming out below, which is in the physical realm. So there's a situation that either you've been ignoring or you've been feeling ignored, something to do with ignoring. We're going to get some more information on that, but let's see what's going on in the heart space. Multiply. Emotions are growing. Growing. So even though you're trying to ignore something physically or it's ignoring you, the emotions are growing. Well, let's see what's going on in the headspace. Childhood. See, there's some, I'm feeling like this is somebody you're dealing with, and there's a need to communicate why they've been resistant, hesitant, and it's all going back to childhood fears, the experience that they saw from their parents or their peers. Okay. What is the spirit message regarding this situation? Anger. So they're saying you can expect this person to act in anger because they're resistant to their spirit, and the spirit has got such a momentum pull on them that they're ignoring the signs. And some of you, this is you. You're getting really pissed off about a situation because God is speaking to you, but you're busy talking and not hearing. And it's saying it's adding momentum to the situation. So now let me shuffle my newer personal words of clarity deck. And it's a mini size. I have full size and mini size. So when you go order your custom channeled words of clarity deck for yourself, let me know if you want the minis or the full size. And so y'all see the differences here on the channel. Okay. And with this deck, they're going to give us some advice moving forward in this situation. Okay. Advice moving forward in this situation. They said, I only have to shuffle this one more time and to lay them down and spread them and pick. The little ones are harder for me to shuffle this way, but they showed me how to shuffle. And I've gotten so good at hearing the spiritual ear. Okay, here we go. Advice moving forward in the physical world. Youth, celebrate your look. And look, on the mind space, we have childhood. These two cards go together, even in color. Look at this. Look at the synchronicities, right? So childhood. The advice moving forward in your physical world, youth. Get back into that youthful energy. How can you be that fun-loving little girl, little boy, that fun-loving child? Also, embrace the youth. For somebody, spend some time with the children. And what does that mean for you? Is it your children? Do you work with other people's children? Is this about a volunteer service? Is this about you speaking with your own child? Hello, child, children, youth. Deal with the youth. What's the advice moving forward in the heart space? Advice moving forward in the heart space is recognition. It's saying there's a need to recognize where these emotions are coming from and to recognize the feelings of the other and to recognize your own feelings. So facing the emotions of everything is necessary right now. And where are these emotions linked to your childhood? Because it's like all these emotions that you've been holding on to since your childhood, they're not decreasing. Remember, our original heart space energy was multiplied. This shit is increasing. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. It's getting greater momentum. That's why it's taking you in the spiritual space to anger and momentum. It's building up momentum. It's like I was talking about the pressure cooker. It's just like a pressure cooker. It boils, and then it's going to have to explode. At some point, it's going to explode. You can't ignore these repressed emotions from your childhood forever. You got to recognize them and deal with them. In the headspace, what is the advice? We've got bliss, love bliss in this. I love bliss in this. Why? Because they're telling you, focus on the things that are working out. Focus on the things that are working out. It's saying also to communicate what you're grateful for. And they're saying you've got to find the bliss in the situation. So something happened during your childhood. You had either absorbed a situation, you absorbed a program, some tragedy, some situation occurred in your childhood, right? And it has brought you a lot of frustrations and stagnations. And they're saying, you've got to do the work of investigating, where's the bliss in this? Where are my lessons and blessings in this? If that girl Melinda said everything was working out for me, then how is that true that that situation was working out too? You got to be bold enough and brave enough to do the work. Ask the question and work with God and be willing to receive what God is communicating to you, right? About why you're holding on to this emotion, where it came from, and how you can transmute it. Let me see what we can expect. Advice, spiritual advice for you moving forward. Attempt. They're saying just try. Just try. You just gotta try. Ask God for help. Ask your ancestors for help. Ask your parents for help. Ask. You've got to try. Your spirit is asking you to just try. Stop ignoring it. Hello. Ignorance is not bliss. It's a lie. Ignorance is not bliss. Cypher on the Matrix was tripping. Like, he didn't know what the heck was really going on. He said ignorance is bliss. Well, I'm just going to put my body back in a pod and get reinserted into the Matrix. Dude, you can't forget what you know. And no matter what you know is always going to grow. So you got to do the work and find out how is this serving you. The bottom of the deck and the advice is direction. Spirit has direction available for you. If you ain't been doing your meditation, if you ain't been following your internal guidance system, it's pulling you saying, call that person, contact them, communicate with that person from your childhood about that situation that you've been ignoring, that just keeps on multiplying and growing and pissing you off even more. Look, you better follow that direction. The bottom of the major deck is believe. You got to believe. Wow. This is saying that you got to look at what you believe. Your beliefs are so important, because if you could see it in your head, you could hold it in your hand. But if you can't see it in your head, you can't hold it in your hand. And this childhood situation has affected your beliefs. And I'm hearing about how your relationships unfold. Let's search God. Give us something with the tarot on this. I'm going to use my Witch's Tarot and just see what falls out over this spread. And I'm feeling like we're going to get some signs out of this. Look, that's a lot. Look at this stack. They gave me a big old stack of cards. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? The Page of Swords. There's the communication. It's also a child of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Then the Nine of Swords, facing your fears. So communication about facing your fears, about your foundations. Four of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands, trying to do things different. Also a fire sign child. Somebody is reaching out and having some communication about something they've been avoiding, their fears, with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius child. Somebody from their childhood, right? From back home. All right. And this person is in conflict. As they're screaming, they looking over here at the Five of Swords. This person likes to argue. They combative. They argumentative, whatever. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. We're trying to create some balance here. One of you knows more, gets more, has more. Okay. And somebody is upset. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody is upset because they feel like one child got more attention than the other child, or one person got more than the other. Look, but in reality, I see the father distributing to both children, and maybe the envy is in one child. Wow. If you look at this closely, one child's pentacle is in their hand and it's lit up. The other child pentacle is not lit up. It's not in the light, and it is not in their hand. It's just falling. Look, y'all both got the same opportunities. One of y'all took it, the other one didn't. Okay. Then the Hangman. This is the sacrifice. So somebody made a sacrifice here, and the Two of Cups, so that the reflection could be seen clear. Somebody's also made a sacrifice in regards to love and relationship. Somebody feels like they've sacrificed a lot of opportunities for themselves because they got this dark shadow that's looming over them, just like that dark shadow looming over the coin that is falling through their hands because they're too busy looking at the coin and the sibling's hand. They ain't looking at what they could have caught in their own hands. You feel me? So I definitely pick up a little bit of sibling rivalry here, and we have a transformation. Somebody's going to make a sacrifice of their ego to make a phone call, to make a connection, and create change. Why? Because we're going to start new. Fresh love, Ace of Cups, regeneration. The bottom of the deck is the King of Swords, the Master of Communication. So, this is your reading. This is your reading. Who is this person? Is it your brother or your sister? This sounds like me and my sister. I'm not even going to lie. This sounds like me and my sister. I'm not even going to lie. Is this your cousin? Is this your mother? Is this your brother? Is this your sister? Is this your friend? Who is this person in your life? Because it's saying you've been holding on to some negative energies with this, and it's time to communicate. And I'm like, I am not calling her. I didn't do it. I am just not going to do that. So God, you're going to have to work with me some more. That's what I'm saying. Okay. If God want me to call my sister, God going to have to work with me some more. She really need to call me. I ain't doing this no more. I done chased that girl around in circles, upside down and sideways. I ain't doing that no more. She want to communicate. She can communicate with me. I'll be receptive to communicating with her. I understand how to assert my boundaries better now. And y'all understand that I'm talking about my personal situation because this is a reverberation of a channel message for you. Okay, you need this. It's not like I want to get on YouTube and just tell all my personal business to everybody, but hello, that's what we was channeled to do right here for you. So I see I have someone in queue. Stephanie wants to know if her deceased husband has any advice for her. So thank you for your super chat. I will give you your card now. Let's see what's coming up. Does dead husband, and okay, all right. First thing, channeling through Stephanie, never dead, just invisible to the physical eye, always there. And if you would practice and hone your ability to see with your third eye, rather than the physical eye, you would see him all around you all the time. But yes, you know he's not dead. He's very alive. Okay, so let's see what he wants to say to you. One card for Stephanie from her husband. The message from husband for Stephanie. Ooh, there it is. It fell right out the deck. And they're saying, remember the dimes from heaven and the feathers from heaven. Their hellos, their messages, their physical reminders that, yes, I'm here with you. The Page of Wands. Page of Wands, your husband says, go try something new. It's time for you to do something new. He doesn't want you sitting around bored. He doesn't want you being sad or moping. I'm hearing the word moping. Moping, no doping. Don't sit around like dopey. You got no sitting around being mopey. You got to get up and then go and do something fun. Go have a fun and play in the sun. Get in touch with your inner child. And something about the fruit that you guys used to eat together, when you really miss him, eat that fruit. Is going to bring him more consciously back to you. Is going to help trigger your connection with him stronger. He really just wants you to get out and do something where you can move around. It's like bike riding, taking a walk. The legs are really being shown to me. I feel like he wants you to move around or work out your legs, really love your legs. What is this all about, girl? I don't even know this person, but this is what he's telling me. Go do something new. Go do something fun. And take your hair out of the bun. Are you wearing your hair in a bun? He literally wants you to let your hair down and cut loose. And he's like, don't be afraid to spark a new romance. Don't be afraid to spark a new romance. I just see him sitting there and he's like doing this to you. I just see him sitting there doing this to you. And so I believe that we've channeled everything that we need to right now. I hope that that helps you. I hope that message makes sense to you. And I'm hearing like some of the things I said, especially the channel stuff, makes complete sense to you. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, even though I don't. But that's kind of how channeling works. So I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time.